Hello everyone, this is Raja. I'm having 4 years of experience on SQL Server, working as a SQL DBA SQL developer with little business intelligence skills. This is my first video on SQL Server and I'm very happy to upload in YouTube. The topic is about SQL joins. This is very I would say this is very useful for every SQL developer along with any DBA apart from business intelligence guys. This is very easy to learn. I'll start with joins and types of joins we have in our SQL Server. A join is a select statement used to retrieve the data distributed among different tables. In order to join the tables, they must they must have a common column. Common column means that names of the columns can differ, but they must have the same data type, size, and data. I will repeat it again for you all. We can write a join statement for any tables, but the thing is we should have a common column between the two tables. When I say common column, it doesn't mean that it should have the same column name. It means it must have the same data type, size, and data. We do have different types of joins here in our SQL Server based on the way the select statements are provided and the records they return. Joins are categorized into different ways. They are inner join, outer join, cross join, and self join. We do have a subcategory under outer join. Those are full outer join, left outer join, right outer join. I'll give you a pause here to cover this slide. This the one which I have covered now. Okay, with this I'll move to the next slide, that is what is inner join. Inner join is nothing but a join which returns only the matching data between the tables. It is mainly used to retrieve the common data between the tables. I just want to give you an image here which describes more about the inner join. Most of you have studied this same thing, the unions and intersections, in 8th class or so in schooling. That inner join acts in the same way. You can see here the select statement also. Select column names from table A, inner join table B on A dot key equals to B dot key. This A dot key is nothing but a column which is common between the two tables that will give in that syntax. Okay, so the inner join is nothing but the joins which returns the common columns between the tables, that is inner join. The next join is left outer join. This join returns the unmatched data from the left table along with the common columns, the matched columns, the matched rows, I would say, the matched rows between the tables. The corresponding values from the right table will be null. This join returns the unmatched data from the left table and the corresponding values from the right table will be null. What I'm saying is, that will be like this, the image which is displayed now. This join returns all rows from left table and the matching rows in right table. If there are no matching rows in right table, it returns null values along with all rows in left table. that is left outer join. I'll move to the next slide, which describes about right outer join. Right outer join is completely, I would say it's a vice versa for the left outer join. Here in this join returns all rows from right side table and the matching rows in left side table. If there are no matching rows in left table, it returns null values along with all rows in right table. you know that will would be like this, like this image. In the coming in the coming slides, I'll give you an example for every join in detail. You don't need to worry. Again, that time I'll cover the definitions too. Now I'll move to the full outer join. Full outer join is nothing but it returns all the matched rows and unmatched rows in both the tables. you know that would be like this. This join returns all rows from right side table and left side table, in simple words, matched rows and unmatched rows in both the tables. That is full outer join. And the next join is cross join, and definitely this one join is really unique in SQL Server. A join without any common column criteria is called as a cross join. The join is used to find the different combinations of data between the tables. The output will be the product of number of records between the tables. This one join doesn't need any common column between the tables. That is the reason I'm saying this as a unique join we have in our SQL Server. It will fetch all the records in the for every combination between the among the two tables, like this. Like this, for every combination it will fetch and give you as a result. And the next join is self join. Joining a table to itself is called as a self join. In a self join, since we are using the same table twice, to distinguish the two copies, to differentiate the true copies of a table, we'll create a table alias for each time. In this syntax, I'm saying again, I'm saying here, I'm talking about the syntax for the self join. Will never give any self keyword for any self join. Internally, it acts like a inner join. Now, this join really a special type of join, I would say. So the next slide is about the examples for each and every join we have in our SQL Server. These are the two tables I'm going to write examples on. One is department table, other one is employee table. Department table, we have 3 rows in it. That means 3 departments for in that table, department table. That is, one is SQL department, other one is hosting department, other one is AD or PKI team or the department in that department. And if you take it, the employee table is there, and we have 5 employees in that table, 5 rows. 3 employees, those first 3 employees belongs to one department. That means that is SQL Server department. And the second one, Sridhar, belongs to hosting department. And the third one, AD, no one is having, no one belongs to that particular department That's the relation here. I wanted uh, taken given like that, and Michael is it belongs to department number 4. That is also not there in that department table. You people will get to know, after in the coming slides about those columns and the tables. Inner join. We will have a look at the example for inner join. It's very simple. It returns only the matched rows, the common rows between the tables. That means the whatever the rows are common between department and employee, will get those rows only as result set. You can see here department ID equals to 1, name SQL, name is nothing but the department name, and the employee ID equals to 1, and the employee name is equals to Raghu, department ID equals to 1. And it did not return any unmatched rows. That means we can't see neither AD or PKI department nor Michael in the result set. So it returned only the matched rows between the tables. The next join would be left outer join. So this is left outer join. So what it says is all the matched rows between the tables. That means you can see first 4 columns. Those are the first 4 columns are the matched rows between the 2 tables, and the 5th one, the 3rd department ID, is the unmatched row, and as it department is in left hand side, so we got the 3rd department, that is AD or PKI, AD or Active Directory of the PKI certificates team. So it doesn't have any, that department doesn't have any employee for that, we can say that is still that department having some vacancies or something like that, just for example sake. So it returned null values. Let's move to the next slide, that is right outer join. So right outer join, you can see the result set here. It also returned 5 rows. That means first 4 rows are common, are the matched rows between the 2 tables, and the 5th row you can see here, we can't see any AD or PKI team here, because here we are using right outer join. That means it fetches the unmatched rows from employee, that is right hand side table. We are not bothered about the left hand side table, that is department. So we can see null values here in the 5th row along with the 5th rows in department, that is Michael. I mean that Michael is from employee table. Sorry for that confusion. And we'll move to the next join, that is full outer join. This is full outer join. So it returns matched rows between the tables and unmatched rows between the tables. Here we can see 6 rows. 6 rows. That means 4 are matched rows. The first 4 are matched rows, and the next 2, this is nothing but left plus right. Left outer join plus right outer join equals to full outer join. So we can see the 5th row here, that is 3 and AD or the PKI from department table with null values, and the 6th row here, that is 5 Michael 4 from employee table with null values. So this is full outer join, and cross join and self join. Here we have cross join and self join, that is select star from department D, cross join employee. And we did not write any on condition here. That's how it works. Cross join doesn't need any common column between the tables. So it returned all the combinations between the tables. So the it returned all the rows, all the product of the rows between the tables. That is cross join. And self join. Self join is join on itself, is called self join. So here you can see in a table we have a table in which we have a manager ID also. So emp is the table here, emp is the table here, and you can see the syntax over here. Select e dot emp id, e dot name, m dot mgr id, manager id, comma m dot manager name from emp. This one table join empm, and emp, the e is nothing but the alias here, and empm m is also alias here. So on e dot mgr id, sorry for that mistake, this is e dot mgr id equals to m dot emp id. So we are writing a join on the same table, that is self join. We are using only one table here, not two tables. That is self. You can we can see the result set 2 here: employee id, e name, manager id, and the manager name. So this is all about joins we have with examples. I think